Gosh, it's bright out here. The sun's low at this time of the year, isn't it? So, um, off to art today. I did this the other day. It took me about an hour. It's my representation of the autumn leaves from the cherry blossom, ornamental cherry, whatever. I really enjoyed doing it. It took me an hour, and I'm working on a piece in art that this is probably the fourth lesson, and each lesson is 2 hours, and it's the quarter of the size of that. It's and it's doing my head in, and I feel like I need to finish it. It's a I'm using a picture that was painted years ago of a town somewhere on Bastille Day, and it's full of tricolours everywhere. And I'm really struggling. I've done most of the tricolours. I'm just struggling with the ow, that's the cat stroking her too much. I was struggling with the bottom half now, which is sort of where the people are and where the street is, and I hope to finish it today. And then I'm gonna see if I can let my just do stuff sort of freely like that rather than copy stuff. I think that's my preference. I was thinking about my hospital visit, and thinking that over the years, we've been here 15 years, over the years I'd really worried about, how would I be if I ended up in a hospital or somewhere where, it was all French, and my French isn't brilliant, and how would I cope with that? And the reality wasn't anything like the fantasy. It was, I mean, it wasn't comfortable. It just wasn't comfortable. So that wasn't helpful, that I just wasn't comfortable there, and hadn't slept well and everything. But actually, language wise, I think I managed reasonably well. Much better when, I have to say this clearly because of the subtitles, when the nurse pulled her mask down. Let's hope that comes up correctly in the subtitles. Much better when I can read people's lips, and I think it worked fine. The difficult time was when the consultant came to see me on the second day. Came right up close to me, thinking I'm an old lady that's deaf, and I am an old lady, and I am a bit deaf, but not one of those that you need to go up to like this and talk to. So she was a bit close, and she'd got her mask on, and she just spoke to me in French, and not slowly. And I say to people, if you speak more slowly, I might understand. But she did come back the next day and speak in English, which was really, really helpful, because then, I mean, she's the most important person I need to understand. So, so it wasn't too bad. So it sort of, in future, if I end up in hospital or somewhere, I know that I'll be fine. And I just wanted to say thank you to Alan, who suggested to me that it might be my tablets for hypertension causing my thirst and dry mouth. And I've had that gradually increasing. I'm not stroking you again, bit me. Gradually increasing over 18 months, even longer, and it's driven me crazy, and it's been really, really bad, more recently. And after you made that comment, the following day I didn't take, and haven't taken since, my tablets for hypertension. I am monitoring my blood pressure, and it's not too bad, and I am seeing my doctor on Monday. But I am not thirsty. And last night I went to bed and I wasn't thirsty, and I didn't use one of the Zilly Melt pastils to keep my mouth from being dry. Didn't need that. Had a normal, I mean, I think we all probably get a little bit thirsty overnight. Our mouth gets a little bit dry, but it was normal. And I haven't been drinking loads this morning. I haven't felt the need to drink loads. I'm not feeling thirsty now. I feel like I've got the correct amount of saliva in my mouth. So thank you so much, because I really do think that was the answer. And I'll obviously discuss that with my doctor on Monday, and ask for different tablets, because I am getting I'm getting swollen later on in the day around my ankles, which I hate, because then I'm going to be an old lady that's deaf with swollen ankles. I really don't want to be an old lady with swollen ankles. Um, so yeah, I'll talk to him on Monday. Hopefully, he'll give me something else, and I probably don't need to pick up the referral to go and see a surgeon about my saliva glands. So that's the good news. So I'm off to art in half an hour, and I'm really excited to go back and see my fellow students and see my prof, Cleo, and yeah, and do some more painting, and hopefully finish that painting that's driving me crazy. So yes, same clothes. In France, in rural France, if you're like me and you don't really care, you just don't go anywhere or do anything, and you just carry on wearing the clothes till they need to go in the wash. And I'm going to change it in a minute, because I need to change into something that doesn't matter if it gets paint on. But yes, I wear the same clothes for several days because I don't really do enough to make them dirty, and it doesn't matter. Just looks a bit boring on the thumbnails for the video. And but there you go. Okay, bon après-midi.